You won't believe the freaking nightmare I stumbled into last night. Seriously, it was like something out of a horror movie. So, there's this old creepy town called Willowbrook, right? It's been abandoned for like forever, and nobody dares to go there after dark. But you know me, I'm all about daring dares, so my buddies dared me to check out this spooky mansion at the end of the street. Man, that place looked straight out of a Tim Burton flick. The moon was barely peeking through this thick fog that wrapped the town like a wet blanket. And I swear, you could hear the trees whispering ancient secrets. I pushed the creaky door open, and it groaned like it had a bad case of arthritis. Inside, it was like stepping into a time warp. Dust, cobwebs, and peeling wallpaper everywhere, and this creepy, unnatural chill hung in the air. It was like the mansion had its own personal AC set to Ice Age. I whipped out my trusty flashlight, and it decided to play nice and cut through the dark. That's when things got real weird. I started exploring this maze-like house, the floorboards creaking beneath my kicks. It felt like the house itself was alive, breathing and whispering things in a language only ghosts would get. And then I found this freaky library, man. Books were piled up, all ancient and rotting. But one book, it was like it was waiting for me. Bound in some creepy leather, covered in symbols that looked like they were designed by Satan's personal graphic designer. I couldn't resist, so I grabbed it and flipped it open. The pages were filled with this crazy occult stuff, incantations and freaky diagrams that'd make your head spin. I didn't know what I was saying, but I read something out loud, and that's when all hell broke loose. The room got colder than my ex's heart, and the air started vibrating. Panic? Yeah, it was on speed dial. I slammed the book shut and tried to put it back, but it was too late. The walls themselves came alive, twisting and turning, and shadows formed these nasty shapes that slithered around. My flashlight? It died, man, leaving me in pitch black. Then, I heard this raspy voice like something out of a nightmare. "You've trespassed where you shouldn't, mortal. You've awakened us from our beauty sleep." I tried to run, but I couldn't see a damn thing. I reached for my phone, but it slipped through my sweaty fingers and broke into a million pieces. I was totally screwed. The room filled with whispers, like 1,000 ghosts were having a tea party in my head. I couldn't understand the words, but the bad vibes, they were off the charts. I was backed into a corner, and the walls, they felt like they were closing in. But then, out of nowhere, a frickin' spotlight of light blasted through the darkness. The spectral things, they hissed and backed off. I covered my eyes, and when I looked again, there were these hooded figures holding lanterns and chanting some crazy counterspell stuff. They told me they were the Guardians of the Veil. Sounds like a band name, right? They'd been watching this place for centuries, guarding against evil like what I just unleashed. They saved my butt. They took me out of that hellhole, and I was shaking like a leaf. They explained that book held some dark ritual, and I'd basically been inches away from becoming Ghost Chow. Talk about a close call. They left me on the edge of town, and as they disappeared into the night, the leader said, "Remember, dude, some mysteries are better off unsolved. The darkness in the shadows is no joke. Curiosity killed the cat, and it could have killed you." I nodded, man, still processing the whole crazy night. Willowbrook went back to being the same forgotten place, but I knew deep down that evil stuff was lurking beneath the surface, waiting for the next dumb kid to roll into town.